So here's the big difference. The old gold is on our left, and the new blue is on our right. Sarah, there's the big difference. That's kind of where you started today. And again, the pitches were going pretty low. Okay? And you can kind of see why when that club is de-lofted, right, down to like an 8-iron. That's about where you started today. Okay? And then this is where you ended up today, and those pitches were going higher and softer. Okay? And we're kind of topping them at first, because you see how you're taller there. You know, when I draw this line across here, you'll see how that, right, exactly, that you're higher on the board's higher over here on our right. Quite a bit of difference. Okay? So that's the better look there in your setup for that pitch, where your hands are just even with the ball. They're not way ahead of the ball like over here on the old gold. And your stance is much more narrow, and the ball's halfway between your feet for that pitch. And that's what the chip looked like also. Halfway between your feet, you know, halfway between your feet with that 7-iron chip that you did so well with. And you see how much more comfortable that looks there. Yes. Yeah. Yep. Yep. And then over here, relative to the full swing, with that 5-wood starting out today, the thing you noticed right away was that left knee is braced a lot better, so that's fantastic all throughout. You don't see that left knee coming off that vertical yellow line at all there, Sarah, on the backswing. And then the thing I was loving and your dad was loving was that right throughout the swing, the shaft is parallel to the plane line. Right throughout the swing there, girl. So that's part of what's helping you hit it a little bit farther here as you get into the spring. Okay? Now, in a perfect world, again, we may work on this next few weeks. We may not. I'm not sure. But you'd want to get that club head right on the plane line as well. But that's the main thing that's helping you. But with the full swing, but over here, and then again, you were turning your head beautifully today. If you got set up, your eyes were getting trained better and better as you were looking down the line from the club face through the ball, right down that line with that shaft out in front of you to help you remember that. Okay? All right. Any questions about that? Okay. This is Joel Suggs. I sure enjoyed meeting you down at the Cincinnati Golf Show this weekend and showing you your swing on the 2D equipment that I have. And so I want to take about 2 to 3 minutes to just show you around Meadowlinks. This is the studio I use in the winter for all my students. You see there's the down-the-line camera angle for our 2D equipment. And then we have the face-on camera angle also. And then what we also have here is 3D equipment to where I can show you your swing from 6 different camera angles with this 3D equipment. And we can get your swing from down to the 1/120th of a second in terms of exactly what your hips, shoulders, and hands are doing in the swing. And then also, I have the most realistic hitting curve I've ever seen from puttersedge.com. So when you hit your full shot, it feels as realistic as possible. And then I have 3 different green speeds for you to practice your putting. 9.5 on the step meter, 10.5 on the step meter, and 12.5 on the step meter. That's benefited my students tremendously. And then also I have a lot of learning aids like this Smart Stick. You can see the rest of those learning aids over here in my bag that we can work on to help you learn the certain fields in your golf swing that you and I both want. And then also I help my students a lot with their equipment through the winter. This is a frequency analyzer where we twang your club and it gives us a reading here. And then also we plot your whole set, each club on these lines to see if the set is really matched or not. Quite often they aren't, and it helps my students tremendously when they find out what clubs are the offending clubs. Then if we get tired of being indoors and we want to go outdoors and hit some, we can do that. It's my daughter. Ellie, good to see you. I haven't seen her in weeks. No wonder you've been gone, Ellie. You've been out here playing in the snow all this time. But this is our natural turf area. This is closed until April, as you can see. But it's a fantastic area where we can step outside and hit some balls and get some real ball flight. Or, if we get pretty satisfied that things are looking better on the video here, we're kind of cooped up inside and want to go outside, we can step on out and hit balls and see real ball flight for about 5 or 10 or 15 minutes, however long you and I can stand the cold, out into the air. and we see them land at these different flags. I have a yardage book for this driving range. It's the first one I've ever seen in my life where we know exactly what it is with the front, back, and middle of each green. And again, the covered area here is heated, so we stay out there for about 5, 10, 15 minutes, like I said. It enables us to see some ball flight, and then we get satisfied that things are looking the way we want, and we can come back inside, take off our coat, and look again at the video equipment to see how your swing's looking, to make sure that you understand it. And then notice too, my exercise ball up top here, and then also, so I help my students a lot with their fitness through the winter, and then I will help you also with your sports psychology, with your golf psychology from the golfpsych.com people down in Texas. That's helped my students tremendously a lot over the years too. So again, I sure enjoyed meeting you down at the Cincinnati Golf Show this weekend. I look forward to seeing you again out here this summer at Meadowlinks, or even right now in the winter. I have a lot of people that work on their games with me right through the winter. Check out more information about the things I do to help you at joelsuggs.com. Take care.